My name is Sunmi Smart Cole. I am a photographer and journalist. And I'd like to talk about the old days in Lagos when Lagos actually had parks. Starting from Racecourse in Lagos, which is now called Tafawa Balewa Square, TBS. There was a huge open space with trees and shrubs, and people would be playing cricket, and sometimes during the year you had horse racing. People from Ghana, Kano, and of course Lagos, the Dantatas, the Alakijas, they would bring their horses to race. And a lot of people would just go there to watch all these activities going on. Then there was Ikoyi Park for young people and older people in Ikoyi. That Ikoyi Park is no more there, it's now Parkview Estate. And in a place like Yaba, there was Row Park, where people actually went to swim. People, of course, used to go to the seafront or the marina and sit on benches to enjoy the scenery, either motor vehicles, that is ships coming to the harbor and all that. And of course, Bar Beach. Thank you to the government, now we are growing more trees and plants. We used to have a lot of trees on King George V Avenue, meaning Habamacaulay Street now, and Clifford Street, which is now Murtala Mohammed. That's in Yaba. If you're talking about nightlife, then it has Central Hotel also between Alagomeji and Sabo. And at Sabo, you had Ambassador Hotel. And there was the notorious places they call like Palace Landing and Gondola off Commercial Avenue. By the way, the first air-conditioned nightclub in Nigeria was a place called Ivy's Nest. Off Papa Road, it was inside Cool Cat Inn, where Victor Laya played. Fela started playing inside the air-conditioned place on Monday nights when he had his jazz group called the Fela Ransom Kuti Quintet. Yours truly was responsible for writing the tickets, designing the posters and putting them on trees. Lagos, of course, ended at Jibowu and Bishop Street on the other end, Moshalashi, that is if you are going to Mushi. And in Surulere, Lagos ended at Lawansin and at Adelabu. Lagos of old, nobody, and I repeat, nobody dared drop a piece of paper around Tinubu or Broad Street. Balogu Market was not a market, it was a residential area. There was only one jazz club around there on Balogu Street. And all the airlines were on Martin Street. Most of the embassies were just, say, and of course, places like Goethe Institute of French Cultural Center, we were on Broad Street. Nobody dared. If you dropped a piece of paper and you were caught, the penalty was caning. School children had their own buses. They rode free in government-owned buses like your BRT now. Many people don't know that, old Lagos was Lagos Island. And of course, there was the wharf. In the early 30s, they had this idea of designing a new estate, which they call Yaba Estate or Yaba Garden City. And the job was given to a Mr. John Theodore Nelson Colcrick.
Eko akete, idu ọgbọ́n, arọ́mọdé kó má má já o. Eko arọ́mísá, lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́, kò má síjú tá o pè kówé. Àpirọ́ kò má síjú tá o pè kówé. Pèkówé o kò má síjú tá o pè. Pèpè tó o sì tó.
This has been my Lagos story.